Okay, bit of feedback there, but we caught it. Um, okay, so that's the top of the hour. Uh, let's just jump right into it with A Legend of Keepers. Now, I haven't played this one before. I know a tiny amount about it, being that you are the keeper of a dungeon full of monsters and your job is to protect it. That is pretty much everything I know. So, I guess we're going to learn as we go. Now, there is DLC available for the game. I don't have any of it. I did get this game for free, thanks to GOG. So that's that. Let's just get going and see how it goes.
Are you a slave master in search of something new? Are you an enchantress with an ever-insufficient magic budget? Are you a misunderstood genius? Sign up with the Dungeons Company. Assemble your ideal team, train your monsters to defend our treasures from ever stupider heroes. Feel free to give us a call by Crystal Ball at and become a part of the Legend of Keepers.
Alright. So, we're signing up with
Congratulations and welcome to the Dungeons Company. As you saw on the job posting, your main task is to protect the treasures we keep in our dungeons. We don't have much time to spend training you, so please keep up.
Alright. So we're joining an actual company that does this. That's a different take on things.
Heroes keep coming to try and take our treasures. The marketing team has worked hard to promise gold and glory to these idiotic adventurers. We have a little time before they get here, so let's place our traps and our employees to prepare a defense.
I feel like the volume on the voice is a little bit low, but I cannot access the settings at the moment. Okay, now I can. Audio, let's bring the voice up to probably about here. I'll bring all the other sound up to there as well. Actually, let's go over a bit, because I can turn down everything just on my streaming capture, but I can't turn it up any further, so having it start maybe a little bit loud is for the better. Okay, so we are into gameplay. We need to place a trap, and the only trap we have right now is the Bone Catapult. It applies, or it hits an area, so I guess it hits all three of the enemies. It applies -10 morale and demoralized 2, which does -10 morale on the next turn. Okay. So, I just wait. Okay, I just click it. I don't need to drag it onto the spot.
We always leave an empty room in every dungeon. You can use it to ambush the adventurers with one of your favorite spells.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty decent volume balance. I don't think it's going to be overpowering myself.
Some rooms are dedicated to combat. This is my favorite bit. Make sure you analyze each group of adventurers. Your employees are counting on you to prepare an effective strategy. Pay attention to combatants' attacks and resistances. They are key elements for victory.
Okay. If you've seen my past streams, you will know I am not very good at paying attention to things. But let's have a look at the moment. So we only have 3 options, and we've got 3 spaces, so we will be placing all 3 of these, but let's see what the enemies actually have. This guy has decent resistance to both fire and physical attacks. He's weak to ice and nature. He does physical damage. Okay. This one does nature damage and is weak to fire. Both of these attack only the front line, and then this one attacks the back line with physical damage. And they are weak to ice, fire, and air. So what do mine do? Brugo has good physical and nature resistance, so I want him taking the hits from both of these two, I think. This Undobus is very weak to both physical attacks and doesn't have any good defense against nature, so I definitely don't want him in the front. And Fade, decent physical but not nature, so I definitely want Brugo at the front. And then the back line needs to have good physical resistance, so Fade will go at the back, so that the archer is going to be hitting Fade, and Undobus will go in the middle. Now, I would in the future, I hope, have more choices so I can choose based on my offense as well, but for now I've only got these three.
Fresh meat!
And then there's me at the very end of the dungeon. So... oh, okay. So next turn refers to the next room, I guess. Okay. So morale is the purple bar. I suppose if you empty either morale or health, a character will go down. And empty room, so I get to cast a spell. Show No Mercy, enrage 3 to the next group of monsters, which increases damage and morale dealt by 30%.
The job also involves bullying these insignificant humans. No reason work can't be fun. You can, of
Excellent.
course, kill them, or terrify them so much they'll flee like peasants, as you see fit. Don't forget that in battles, the fastest combatants act first.
Okay, so it's all based on speed and not positioning. That's good to know. Wow, okay. These ones are real fast. Ooh, I get to actually choose what actions they take. But you can only use Scare and not the attack to the backline. This does do a lot of morale to this front line, though. That was a lot of damage. I guess even having 25% resistance doesn't matter if you only have 60 health. Okay, Fireball to smack the backline. Yeah, okay. Just scream then. I guess it's not giving me choices because this is still the tutorial. And it is actually giving me... well, okay. Now it's not giving me necessarily... I guess even if I used that backline attack, it's not going to take out the scout, but Scare is going to get rid of the front. And now the ghost goes. Burn! Oh dear. And that's all of my troops
Welcome to
gone.
my torture room! No!
The boss is pretty beefy though. So, Whiplash, Deals a lot of physical damage to the frontline enemy. Deal a good amount of damage to all enemies. Or do a chunk of morale damage to the front. This will get rid of the backline archer, so that's going to significantly weaken the enemy. And then Whiplash will kill. This will not, so let's just get rid of him.
You did it! I knew from the start that you had potential. Know that here in Dungeons Company, we reward talent and value ambition. Shoot for the moon. And so, your training ends. I'll see you again next year for your annual evaluation. If you do a good job in protecting our treasures, you'll get the promotion you deserve.
Oh boy, promotions.
Torture? It's a passion.
Okay, what is... I get 1 talent point. There's a whole talent tree. When a hero is defeated by a monster, gain 10 or 20% chance, or grants 10 or 20% chance, I guess depending on the level of the skill, that the group of monsters gain enraged 3. Okay. So if I focus down one enemy, then all of them get stronger. Each monster gets chance to gain... grants each monster a chance to gain 1 additional motivation back after a dungeon. I'm not sure what motivation is. Training price of monsters is reduced. Adds a skeleton dog to the starting monsters. What? Adds a vampire to the starting monsters. Okay, I mean, I am Hound. I am Forever Hound. I am Dog. I should aim for the dog, but let's have a look. Intimidation deals more morale damage. A chance to apply Demoralized with traps that deal morale. Chance to apply Terrified with monsters' attacks that deal morale. Burning Whip damage is increased. I don't even remember what Burning Whip is. Whiplash regenerates the master's life by an additional percentage if the target is affected by bleeding. Ooh. Grants the master a chance to gain enraged each time he takes damage. So taking damage, healing damage. Damage dealt by the master to heroes affected by bleeding is increased. Master gains 10 to all resistances. Each time a monster is defeated, gives a chance that the master gains Shell, which reduces damage taken by 20%. Okay. Each time a monster is defeated, chance that the master gains Enraged. Damage taken by the master is reduced by 10% for each remaining hero, and the master gains 10 speed. So this side is sort of all about, the left half are about the master, the right half are about the monsters, and the traps, I guess. Look, I don't know how good this is going to be early on, even if I want the skeleton dog. Do I go Intimidation, dealing more morale damage? I don't even remember what Intimidation is. At this point, I think I'm going to save my talent point, because I don't actually know what that is. I don't know what the things are. Also, there are other...
So many ideas!
There are other masters that we can get access to.
It is inevitable.
Reach level 5 with Slaveholder,
So many
level 3
ideas.
with Enchantress, DLC, DLC, DLC.
Torture? It's a passion.
Let's see what customization... Oh, okay. Oh, I can change the difficulty. Okay, I can change the difficulty and that will actually affect what benefits I gain. Okay. So, I guess experience is something that actually carries on between games. Creatures of the Deep, Eternal and Ephemeral, Default. Default has a reward, but I'm not Satium minion. Screw it.
Let's get to work!
I want to...
Welcome to the company, Mog. I am delighted to have you with us. We'll need your fabled management techniques. We're putting you in charge of a little team in the Old Empire, a region overrun by humans. It's up to you to gather the monsters in the area and teach them how to defend themselves. Turn them into great employees, ready to give their lives multiple times for the company.
Okay. Yeah, I want to progress towards Skeleton Dog, and if we're going to do an entire run before we ever go back to that screen, I might as well invest. So, no choices to make it for the first round. We're just fighting some people, adventurers. Okay. So, oh, we start with combat here. Okay. We've got nature damage, air damage. Okay, nature to the front, air to the back, physical to the back. Is there anyone? There's no real good backline here to absorb both physical and air. So I think what do you... Okay. 50 nature to the back line. Front line, 35 to the back line, or 35 to the front line. Please ignore thunder. The storms are coming. So at this point, I'm considering what I want to sacrifice, really, because whoever's in the back line, if it's not Brugo, I guess, is going to just instantly die. But also whoever's in the front line, you would instantly die. You wouldn't instantly die, you would survive one hit. And then you'd take 3 poison, which I think would actually kill you, though. Yeah, okay. Alright, Brugo in the front. I think... So, Brugo is going to do... If I go all in on attacking that front line, because this guy does have restoring morale, so I want to just go damage, I think. He's only got 150 health. If I do 35 and 2 bleeding, and then another 35 and 3 poison, that's 70 damage, and then I don't know how much bleeding and poison will do. And then this guy, if he gets a turn... do I want to load more poison onto this guy, or do I want to hit all of them? Who knows? I don't even know if I'll get a turn. Apply Enraged 3 to the next group of monsters, but I've got another trap. So... But this scout dodges the activations of the first regular trap encountered. If this is the first trap, he can't really, he'll be dodging minus 10 morale. I still get the overall benefit of the enrage. If I were to go with either of these traps, it would dodge the entire effect. Empty room, and then morale and demoralize. I've been thinking that I'll try and go for actual damage, so let's throw the circular saw down here because bone catapult is morale, and then frickus. Frick. Okay. Hopefully by this point Marden would be dead, so I'll ignore him. So then there is air damage to the back line, physical damage to the back line. Kagilu has some resistance to both. Glarg is vulnerable to air. Okay, so Kagilu I think I want at the back, Glarg after, and Frickus will be at the front. Hopefully this one's dead by that time. Alright, let's see if I have actually managed to be smart for once. Yes, I want to focus down the front. Okay. Skeleton is gone. Goblin is gone. That's bad times. And the orc is about to be gone as well, I think. Yeah. Goodbye. He's still got 48 health. Morale and terrified. Burning Whip would just kill that one. Or I can apply even more enrage to my monsters. So do I want to just kill the front line? Yes, we'll just kill them. I don't know how much the I don't remember how close he would have been to death after the saw blade. Fireball does a massive amount of damage. Fear of the Dead does a tiny amount of morale. Fireball! Let's just try and nuke the backline, I guess. Ice Block would kill, Freezing Breath would damage both of them and then slow them. Just kill the backline. And then morale is not going to work out for us. Let's just go for murder. And I think, yep, we actually got through that one. Ooh. Okay, so we've won the battle. We killed, we got blood from the heroes we killed. No tears, because we didn't scare any of them away. And we got gold. And then we get to choose one monster to add to our team. Skeleton Majorette. What is... Okay, this one is incredibly frail. It does damage to the back and applies vulnerable, which I guess means others would do more damage to the back line. Or a little bit of damage and morale to everyone. The Skeleton Bull. Little bit of damage and morale to everyone. Slow. or a lot of fire damage. And applies Flame Spirit to monsters in front. Okay, so we want the Skeleton Bull behind things. And the Skeleton Soldier. Decent. Like, it only hits the front line, but it's decently tanky, so long as it's not against fire or ice. And monsters behind the Skeleton Soldier take less damage. Okay. I have a couple of good tanks already. Let's go for the Skeleton Bull. See how that goes.
As you could probably guess, dying isn't the nicest experience. Fortunately, our Lich Doctor is here to resurrect your employees for free. However, being dragged back to the land of the living after a taste of eternal peace can be quite demotivating. If your employees die too often, they might suffer from burnout.
These poor employees. They have to die multiple times before they can be considered burnt
Your employees'
out.
morale is therefore a matter to be taken seriously. Give them a break from time to time by sending them to the garrison. The feasts organized after a victorious defense will make them want to get back into action.
Okay. Yep. The 3 who died all lost some morale. Okay. Team management allows you to choose which room your employees will be deployed during the preparation phase of a dungeon. Employees defeated randomly lose 1 or 2 motivation. If an employee's motivation drops to 0, they will go in burnout for 10 weeks. Your employees get +3 motivation back when they stay in garrison during the defense of a dungeon. Okay. So, I guess because I've got 1 extra now and I can only... You know what? Let's move the ones that have lost morale to the back line. And then the happy ones to the front. Okay, do I want... I might keep Kigilu, the Yeti, in the second room, just in case I want to have their defenses instead of the trolls, orcs, or maybe one of these 2 just won't be valuable. Okay, I don't think I need to let any of them rest yet, though. Merchant, buy a monster or a trap. Trainer, spend some gold to train your monsters. And engineer, spend some gold to upgrade your active traps. Let's train up my monsters. Okay, so Goblin attack supply bleeding 3. Orcs both have the same effect of apply enraged 1 to the other monsters of the group when the orc is attacked. Skeleton Archer. If at the front, attack supply 1 additional stack of poison, and at the back, they gain a dodge and 40 speed at the start of the fight. Fricus gets the option to just blast the frontline person for a lot of damage. That's pretty nice. Enraged 3 when a monster of the group is defeated. Apply Shell 2 to monsters of the group at the front. Okay, Shell 2 to the front and Haste 2 to the back. So the front monster takes less damage for a little bit, and the back one is faster. kind of want to just have the option to hit the front line. But the... oh, I don't... oh, I do have the gold. So I could go for this. More power, more health. More health and more speed. Health and power. Health and power. Health and power, just health. Do I want Fricus or Scamandra? Scamander. Let's have the oh, I can choose multiple. Okay. I'm taking both. I now have no money, but I don't think I'm going to train the goblin up. With what little I have left. Business trip. Choose an employee to protect the sales department during a business trip. Or an event. Deal with office troubles and the business work environment, for better or for worse. Let's find out what a business trip does. Okay. Okay, so I get to choose, and they get there are different outcomes. So Brugo would leave for 5 weeks, which I guess is 5 turns or choices. I would gain 100 gold, and he would recover motivation. The bull would leave for 14 weeks, but I would get the Scaland figurehead. All monsters gain a random bonus with 3 stacks at the start of each fight. Or I could send Fricus for almost 200 gold and 25 blood. But I just leveled up Fricus and Scamander, so we're going to send Brugo. Merchant or event, I don't have that much gold right now, so let's check out the event. Work accident. A trainee has spilled a burning hot drink on you in front of the blood spice latte machine. Puck my life. 120 damage taken. Thankfully, that's only 1/10 of my life. Spilling this drink on me has brought me 10% closer to death. I can punch them to get 15 blood or insult them to get 15 tears. I don't know which or what they're used for, but I feel like blood is easier to get because I can just kill the adventurers. So I want to have some of each. Okay. Okay then. Okay, so nobody has any dodge for the traps. First fight, all the monsters are going to be randomly moved. Doesn't matter anyway, because both of these two hit everyone. And then this one hits the front line. Overall, they've got a lot of health, but also a lot of morale. But this one does heal them after each fight. No, only after one fight. If I go for the bone catapult at the front, let's see if we can do some good morale damage. It does not matter who I place where, because they're going to be randomly moved. Actually, does it matter? Because if I have... maybe. If their passive effects go off before we get moved, I kind of want the haste to be on Fricus, because he does do a lot of damage. And spell room, and then the next fight. They deal damage to everyone, and the front one takes more physical. Sure, stick Kigilu in the front, and then... I don't think it really matters which way I go with these two. They're probably just going to die to the AoEs. I don't get time to use the Rallying Horn to buff monsters if I leave it until the back. So maybe if I go all the way back to here and have the Rallying Horn here, I can't just jump to the one that I want, which is kind of annoying. If I put the Bone Catapult here, that's more morale damage, and then they go into the Master Fight. I guess let's see how this goes.
Go get some.
Funny that just after saying tears seem harder to get, I get a fight where it's probably easier to just go for the fear. Then again, well... Yeah, let's see if I can stack up the morale damage. Ouch. There is nobody in front of the bull, so nature and morale damage to everyone. I'm slowing them. Scream at them. It doesn't seem like a lot of impact because it's affecting everyone at once, so it's spread out. If I were doing a bunch of morale to one at a time, I'd probably be getting rid of one by now. But it is going pretty well. We're about to get absolutely slaughtered. Yep, there we go. But we did do a pretty hefty amount of morale damage. And they're still taking more. Intimidation. Does more morale damage? Yep. Two of them, all of them left. Okay, I got an achievement for that, which you can actually see. Okay. I think one of them fleeing affected the morale of the others, which then made a sort of chain reaction of them fleeing. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure... Yeah, so the rain is coming down, but it is not coming inside my window. Okay, that is good. I need that window open so I don't burn. It is hot in here. Ooh, a center-targeted attack. Skeleton Executioner is pretty good at... Huh, okay. So he's pretty good at dealing morale damage. That center target also applies 30% of the effect to the adjacent adventurers. The soldier we've seen, it's a tank, and the scientist can do a bit of damage to everyone, or hefty damage and morale to the front line. Applies bounty 5. Can I am seeing... Okay, there we go. I was seeing this, right-click info, and thinking if I right-click on him, I'll be able to look at the details. No, I have to actually select, and then I can right-click. So, bounty. The monster who defeats this hero gets 2 motivation back. Huh. Skeleton Scientist it is. It's a versatile unit. Trainer, merchant, or event. I still don't have a huge amount of gold. Yeah, let's go with the event. Okay, rain is now coming in my window. Hang on. Okay. I'm just going to have to suffer. A wandering troubadour offers to sing for your employees in exchange for a modest sum. With the right employee, you could convince her to sing for free. I don't have the right type of employee, but I think 1 morale for 50 gold is a decent exchange. I could send another employee on a business trip, or 3 to plunder a place of my choice. Let's see what this does. So these 3 are the options that I have, I guess. I can go to the Haunted Crypt, 35% chance that or risk of injury is 35%. 1 volunteer will be gone for 10 weeks. But I get 60 to 85 gold and 25% chance to find an artifact. Mushroom Circle. High chance of injury to 1 volunteer. Over 5 weeks. But they get a good amount of morale back. None of these 3 really need that much morale. Production Workshop. Guaranteed upgraded trap. Sure, let's go for that. Okay, I get the Rallying Horn. Oh, okay. All 3 of them went, and the risk was being injured for a number of weeks. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Rallying Horn is now better. Cool. Engineer. Spend gold to upgrade traps or collectors. Some tax officials have come to collect. Good thing they drink blood. No. What can I get for trap upgrades? I can't afford to upgrade the Bone Catapult, but I could upgrade the Rallying Horn, which applies to the next 2 groups of monsters. Or the Sawblade, which increases its damage from 10 to 30. Both of these are pretty nice. This one only really applies if I get to place a trap before either of the combats, though. So let's go for the horn. Not horn, the saw. I'm out of money. I don't really want to send away another minion. Like, I guess I do have 8, so I can afford to send one. Sure, let's go for the business trip. Sphenoid isn't an amazing minion to have, honestly. Being gone for 14 weeks to get me a Horn of Plenty. Monsters have a 20% chance to deal a critical strike when attacking. 20% chance to do an extra half the effect. It does take 14 weeks, but honestly,
Ah, I almost forgot. The company owns several dungeons that need protecting. We only send teams when our specialists inform us that a group of adventurers are approaching. You will sometimes have the choice of several contracts. The more dangerous the heroes, the higher your bonus if you succeed.
Okay.
Thanks to the company's portal service, sending you to the other end of the world is a matter of moments.
Alright, so I could choose... I could choose a normal fight, which gives me a trap. Or a hard fight. 3 swords of difficulty. There's 1 elite enemy, it looks like, and they'll be at the front line. I get a monster and more gold out of it. Screw it, it's the first run through. Let's see how it goes. See what the difficult fights are like. I get to start with the rallying horn, that is nice. Well, let's have a look. Removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once. Okay. Deals ice damage to the front line. Okay. Dodges the first trap, so I do want it to be the horn. Physical damage to the back line. Special. 54... Hang on. 54 ice damage. It doesn't have a target. Slows... okay. Targets the slowest monster. Okay. Regenerates 30% of her maximum life and gets 30% of her maximum morale back when all other heroes are defeated. Can't be affected by demoralized. Wow, okay. There are 2 elite monsters right here. No, you're apparently not. You're just level 2. Okay. Sure. Okay, so ice to the front, you're just whoever's slowest, and physical to the back. Only one who's going to be taking ice to the front is Glarg. Excuse me, Glarg. Physical. I guess the bull can handle physical. And the slowest. 30, 30, 100, so you would not be targeted by the ice one, that's fine. Okay, so do they have fire or nature and air resistance? Weak to fire, weak to air, but air targets... Oh, air targets the front, okay. Fairly neutral to everything. Weak to fire. Now, do I want to try and nuke this one down first? Probably not, because these 2 both hit the front. He's weakest to fire. And I'm going to mostly be doing damage. So I guess I send Frickus out. Trap for... I'm mostly doing damage, so it's Circular Saw. And then, now it's ice to the front, so I want you at the front to absorb that. Physical to the back, so I want you at the back and you in the middle.
Prepare to die!
I feel like this isn't going to go very well for me. I'm going to experience horrors. I don't know if I'll actually lose, but it's going to be rough. Wow, that's a lot of damage to the back line. Also, I want to have a look at what Flame Spirit is. Damaging attack, supply burn 2. Okay, cool. These 2 are going to do a lot to the front line. I'll want to work on the back line and see if I can get rid of them before they actually get to heal. Yes, front line. Let everyone do burn. Borgwarg. Smack. This isn't going as badly as I expected yet. More backline damage. Okay. Wow, okay. We might be about to suffer horribly. We are definitely about to suffer horribly, but I can get rid of the elite. And that... the frontline guy will die to the trap. Because he only has 11 health. Okay, we've actually got this in the bag. Do I want to make them sad, or do I want to burn them? Just burn them. I could have buffed this group of monsters as well, but I don't know if it's really needed. 35 physical or 35 poison, nature and poison. They have less nature resistance, and the poison is good. Wow, that person just suffered a lot of dots. Goodbye. Okay. So I was concerned about that fight, but it didn't go as badly as I thought. Boarman. This is an actual beast type rather than an undead. Just smacks the front around. Okay. Skeleton Trumpeter. Duta. Let's see. Air damage to the front. A random defeated monster comes back to life as a skeleton warrior if the Skeleton Trumpeter is the last survivor of this group. Wow, okay. Or just does damage to the backline and makes them weaker to air damage. 50% chance to apply stunned, so their next turn is skipped. And it applies broken armor, so their physical resistance is reduced by 40. Damn. I'll take the Boarman. I do have some gold, so I could go for more training. But there is another... well, there's also plunder up ahead. Sure, I'll go for training now. Applies enhanced trap 1 to the next trap. Makes it deal 100% more damage. I could bring Frickus up to level 3. Or Scamander. Scamander up improves its health, its armor, and upgrades the area attack. Frickus upgrades the morale effect. Hang on, I need to actually... okay, Pierre's current armor is at -20. And his... and Frickus area morale does 9 morale to demoralize. It doesn't tell me what the actual upgrade is. So, these show the base values, and then plus the effects. Which actually would make Pierre kinda tough for nature and air. I don't like not knowing what the actual upgrade to these abilities would be. I can only get one. I do really like Frickus. Make Frickus even better. I think I'm still missing 2 from... Ooh, I got the Horn of Plenty immediately. Or did the business trip end? I don't actually know. Whatever. Event or another business trip. I'm going to plunder, which means that it... But I could get gold. And then there's a workout for the master. Event. Screw it. Thirst for revenge. A young man manages to sneak up to you and threaten you with a rusty blade. His face streaked with angry tears, he seeks to avenge his family, tortured and devoured before his eyes. You can gently pat him on the shoulder and show him the exit, amuse yourself with his suffering, or offer him as a gift to your employees. I still don't know what blood or tears are for. How's morale? Everyone's still got pretty decent morale. Oh, Sphenoid is still away on there. Okay. Everyone's still got pretty decent morale, so I don't think I need to get any buff for it right now. It's just... let's spare. Get the tears. Oh, okay. I was wondering... I thought maybe the exclamation mark meant there was something special going on with this trainer. No, it's just a warning that I don't have the gold needed for it. 75% chance that one of the 3 volunteers is injured for 5 weeks. They don't need 3 morale back. They can all lose 1 morale and I gain a monster. Or 75% chance that one of them is injured for 3 weeks, but I get a bunch of gold, and they all get 2 morale. Sure, who gets injured? Brugo! 3 weeks, out of action. That's alright. Oh, there is a fight coming up. Let's see. I kind of want Pierre to be able to sit in the middle of the group, though. That's sort of the position that Frickus and Scamander both want. I guess Pierre isn't bad as a backliner. Sure. Okay. Therapist. An employee morale review done by a specialist. My morale's not having too much trouble. Event or workout. Intensive session at the gym. Oh, some intensive sessions at the gym. The master has to stay fit. I can upgrade the master. So I can get 8 more power for 20 blood and 50 gold. Okay, so this is what blood is for. It's for upgrading the master. Tears might be for upgrading the spells that I can use. 5 more regeneration or 8 more power. I want to keep a hold of the gold I have, so I'm just going to go for the free one. Or the blood-only one, rather. Battle time. Immune to the master's spells. So, physical to the front, air to the front, fire to everyone. Now, these two are both pretty resistant to fire. These two are both pretty weak to fire. There is nobody that is good against both physical and weak. Someone is going down here. You go here, you go here. Do I want Whoa! Okay, I want to point out, Fricas's morale attack, the area one, that was doing 9 morale to everyone before. Now it does 24. Okay, we're going to go for morale damage, I guess. Yeah, Horn first, because that buffs up the group of enemies, and then I can put the Bone Catapult just before the boss. You go at the front, absolutely. No matter who of these two is still alive, or even both, you resist them. And then it's just to everyone after that, huh? So I guess we go this. And the catapult.
Fresh meat!
Very fresh meat, yes. Oh, I didn't pay attention to you moving everyone. Oh, morale! Fricas is about to be dead. Trample. Scream. And now Fricas dies. Ouch and ouch. That's very unfortunate. Fricas being moved to the front kinda sucks. But we'll stick to the morale plan. Well, that's that. Okay, one down. No, he's still there. He has 3 morale left. Intimidation would chase him off. It would bring that one very low. Yes. That one now has 3 morale. What is going on? Rude. I think we're just going to want to physical damage the front one. Or not physical, like health damage, rather than morale. And hopefully none of them have any morale effects, so this guy's just sticking around until the catapult. Unless I physical kill him. But I don't want to. I want the tears. Stunner. Yes, we got the stun. Keep stabbing. I guess no matter what, this one does have to die here, unless I just want him to let him kill everyone, which I don't. I apparently unlocked 25 artifacts at the Archivist. I don't know what that means. And there's a kill. Ooh, fancy traps. Flying Dagger. 30 physical damage to the front enemy, 3 bleeding. Cursed Prism. Elemental weakness to all of them, which reduces resistances are reduced by 20%. Or Siren's Harp. 20 air damage to everyone. Applies enhanced resistance to the next group. I guess I'll go for Siren's Harp. I don't know if any of these really interest me that much. Scamander. You get to take a rest. Trainer or engineer. Or event. Transmute blood or tears into another resource. I've got an event coming up. Let's go trainer. Let's have a look. Frickus gets both of his attacks upgraded. Oh boy. I kind of really want to make Frickus just murderize. Yep, Frickus, become the murder monster. I also got an achievement for that. Max level. Frickus cannot be upgraded any further than level 4. Okay. And Stuzbars, you're never getting an upgrade. I'm sorry. Let's see what the event does. I can sell the Horn of Plenty to get 200 gold, or I can steal Troll Beer. Monsters placed at the front lose 50 speed, but their maximum life increases by 50%. 50%. Yeah? Plunder or a business trip. I don't know if I can really afford to lose. Bowhawk I want at the front, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I can really afford to send anyone on a trip right now. So, let's just plunder. $75. This has the lowest chance of injuring someone. I really hope it's not Frickus. Maybe I go a higher chance for only a lower time, or a high chance of suffering tiredness for all of them, which means they suffer 30% less damage for 3 turns, maybe? Or is that permanent? I don't know. Even if it's for the entire fight, it's probably alright, I think. Let's plunder that one. I didn't get any artifact. They are all tired and I got 98 gold. That's unfortunate. Why is there an exclamation mark on the... I can come back to this screen? Archivist. What are these? Apparently... Apparently there's just a bunch of things that I have unlocked. I don't know. Why are some of these stars? I don't know. Okay. The exclamation mark has gone away though. I am not concerned by it anymore. Honestly, well, this would give me an artifact, but it is 4 sword difficulty, and we've got the tiredness 3. Screw it. Regular adventure there is. I think that I think the veterans right now would be too much risk. Nature to the front, ice to the front, fire to the front. Well, Bowhawk, you go to the front. if they only attack the front... How much do you do? 14? Yeah, Frickus can go at the back and just do nuking. And... yeah, they've all got terrible air resistance, so Pierre can go in the middle. Yeah, okay. This looks like a pretty nice setup, I think. Now, am I going to be trying to kill or morale? Honestly, probably both. Because, like, this will do damage and morale to the front. This will just do damage to the front. You'll do morale to everyone. I think I want the Rallying Horn so that it will buff up the next fight. And then... Rugo at the front. Then Kigilu and Stuzbars. And those three are probably going to just be doing physical damage. But there will be pretty low morale. Bone Catapult it is.
Prepare to die.
Ow. How rude of you to just send a random ice eagle at my flaming skeleton? Yeah, just start smashing down that front guy. Everyone actually has a lot of morale. Let's just murder the front man. Wow, okay, we got a crit there. And the frontliner is already gone. You're going to do nothing no matter what, huh? Oh, ignores the first attack suffered. Okay. So I might as well use the AoE then. Fear of the Dead. That will apply Demoralized. And then if I get another turn, which I do, I think, yes, okay. Now, this one will also do massive morale damage. Ooh. And now he goes. He won't live for long, I think. Oh, I do get another attack in though. Fear of the Dead. Yes, if life drops to 0, they will die. Trap. Scare her. Nope, she's still here. Nope, she's gone. Oh yeah. And then Intimidation. And he should be demoralized. So we'll lose 10 morale, and he has only 10 morale, so he is gone.
What?
Hell yeah. Okay. The Executioner, very good for morale damage as we've seen before. Skeleton Cultist can do either ice and morale to 1 or fire and morale to all. Skeleton Dog, physical damage to the front. Applies enhanced resistance to the monster at the front of the group, and guaranteed critical 1 to 1 at the one at the back. And the info won't tell me what what guaranteed critical is, but I can guess that it would mean that the next attack is guaranteed to get the extra 50% damage and morale. What do I want to do here? Skeleton Dog is not as good as I'd hoped. Cultist is interesting. Maybe if I upgrade them, they'll become more effective. Executioner is good. Let's take the Executioner. Scamander is ready to be back in action. Let's bring him to the front group. Fricus can go sit in the back group, I think. Well, he does so much early on. Yeah... Okay, I think this is fine. Trainer can train someone up. How long do I have? 3 weeks before Sphenoid comes back? Do I go for another business trip? Yeah. Executioner can immediately leave? No. Heroes with less than 50% of their maximum morale lose 30 to all of their or resistances. Go, Goblin, go! You're meaningless to me anyway. Now, the Alchemist... I do kind of want to see if I can... It's not a very good conversion rate, is it? Get me more blood. And again. That'll do. I don't need to go to the Alchemist again. The Workers' Union has made a request. An anonymous suggestions box for the employees. Even if they can't write, this simple gesture will boost morale. They don't need to know that the suggestion box will empty straight into the trash. Sure, I can spend 50 gold to give everyone more morale. Don't need the therapist. I can sell off monsters that I don't want anymore, like Sphenoid. I've just arbitrarily decided that this poor skeleton archer gets to suffer my displeasure. Or I go for an event. I'll take an event. The walk-in fridge is full of bodies. The doctor could resurrect a fresh human and transform it into an employee in exchange for a little blood. Skeleton Magus. What is... Fricus is also a Skeleton Magus. I don't think I need another Skeleton Magus. Fricus is already powerful enough on his own. I keep my blood. Master bonus. And lots of gold. You know what? I'm in a good position. Let's go for the veterans. We can deal with this. Probably. Start with Rallying Horn. Air damage to the front. Nature damage to the back. Okay, and then fire damage to the back. and they dodge the first trap encountered and can't be demoralized. Wow, okay, sure. Okay, so air to the front, nature to the front and back, fire to the back. You've got pretty good fire and nature resistance, and you buff up everyone in front of you. Air to the front. You've got good air resistance. And then I just really want Fricus. But they have real good fire resistance, except for the front guy. Which maybe means Scamander isn't the best option. Well, Scamander only hits the front with the fire. Air and nature. Good air resistance. Horrible nature. Bad nature, good air. Bad air, good nature. Do I want Fricus or Pierre? The only one Fricus can really hurt is this frontliner, but we can really nuke that frontliner. And we mostly want damage dealt, I guess. Well... how's their physical resistance? Ah, screw it, Brain Catapult. Well... health damage... probably mostly health damage. Health damage... ah, fine. Let's go for the Circular Saw. Okay, so... air to the front, nature to the back, fire to the back. You would die immediately if you're at the back. Both of you would suffer horribly for the fire damage. Okay, Henry, you go at the back. You get to actually play a part, Spinoid.
Come get some!
Ow. That was a lot of damage. Anyway, nuke the front line. And again. Round one kill, hell yeah. They didn't even get a turn. Broken armor or stun. They already have negative armor. Hope for the stun. Hell yeah! 50-50 pays off. Both of these guys have decent fire resistance, but their morale's not really going anywhere. Just bad. Try and stun them again. 3 times! I've used that move 3 times and it has stunned every time. The 50-50 is in my favour. They have 4 health left and 8 burn, so they will die. Well, they're dead this turn anyway. Because the Orc and the Pigman can only attack the front line. Let's see. 90, 90, 40. Sure. Their morale isn't going to go anywhere I don't think. Stun them. Damn. Ban them more. Hell yeah! 4 out of 5. This has been a bit of a rude battle on my part. I've just kept stunning them and they haven't gotten a turn, really. Okay. I can upgrade Intimidation, so it does a bit more morale and applies more Terrify. I can increase my maximum life. Or I can upgrade my Enslavement attack so that it does more damage and applies more bleed. Intimidation. Upgrade the spell. The spell will usually be used. Combat will not always be happening. Merchant Collector's event. I've got a lot of gold, but there is another merchant coming up. Let's see what the collectors do. These suit and tie vampires are here to collect taxes. However, blood is more valuable than gold coins to them. They could even grant you a momentary compensation in exchange for blood collection, and you would be exceptionally exempted from taxes. 240 life lost. Or I can pay them 25 blood to get that, but my master hasn't even been in combat yet. I can take a hit to his health because he will recover a bit each week. Let's see what the merchant has. There is a trainer and an engineer coming up, but we'll see what the merchant has. No. I don't want any of this. Event time. The R&D director has created a centrifuge that can transform hero blood into tears. That doubles the amount, sure. It's a good exchange rate. Trainer or engineer. I could upgrade a trap. Or I could upgrade units. Upgrade units. Let's have a look and see. I could upgrade Scamander so that their area attack gets even better. Upgrade Henry. When at the front, applies Terrified 2 when the Skeleton Executioner is attacked. If at the back, applies Ice Weakness 2 to all heroes at the start of his turn. Ah. Pretty good. What do you do? Alright. I want you upgraded. And the next one upgrades the stun attack. Cool. But I can only upgrade you once per thing. Let's upgrade the Executioner. Next up, you do more to the backline enemy. Do I want to give Sphenoid a chance? Not really, honestly, but he's not proven that he's bad yet. But I don't have that much gold. Asphalt. Give him a chance. Okay, veterans for a monster, veterans for a trap, or champion for something rare. 2 regular enemies and a rare enemy. Alright, fine. Let's go for the champion. The worst that can happen is that we die horribly. Okay, so you only ever attack the front line with air damage. Applies 5 vulnerable to himself. From 3 stacks of vulnerable, the attack does 50% area damage and applies air weakness 3. Removes 2 stacks of vulnerable when the dwarf is attacked. Right. Okay. Dwarf is scary. Fire damage. First group of monsters gets randomly shuffled, which means I actually want the Rallying Horn as my second trap. How's your air resistance? Pretty. You have a lot of resistances, dear God. You know what? They've got a nice spread of elemental attacks. I think the Siren's Harp may actually be a good choice here, because it does increase the resistances of my monsters by 20. Okay, let's see. Air to the front, fire to all, ice to all. You're the front line, Beowulf. I might actually want to see if I can get morale down on this guy. Screw it, instead of the Siren's Harp, we'll go for the Bone Catapult. Because he's got a lot more health than morale, and he's got a lot of resistances, even with the vulnerable. And then Pierre, and then Fricus. Now we apply the Rallying Horn. There's one room. Henry definitely should not be at the front. Kigilo goes at the front. Then maybe Sphenoid. Time to see how horribly this goes. Champion scares me. Oh right, everyone gets shuffled. This sucks. In fact, because they all got shuffled, I should have intentionally put them in places I didn't want. Anyway. Please stop. Hell yeah! Yep, keep focusing down that champion. Actually deal some decent damage, but keep going for morale. Ouch. And ouch. Well, just instantly stunning him isn't really going to help anymore. Let's just break his arm. We aren't going to last much longer here. But we did do a lot of morale damage to both the front two. And the middle one's not doing great either. That's a heal. Okay. I'm glad I chose to go for morale. Intimidation. Scare them. Hell yeah! We did it! We actually won that with room to spare. Okay, so now we choose a rare thing. The Crystal Skull. 25% chance that monsters defeated will come back to life as a skeleton warrior. Skeleton Lord. Air damage to the front, ice damage to the back. If he's at the front, his attacks ricochet to other heroes. If he's at the back, transforms into a random skeleton when the Skeleton Lord is defeated. Right. Or the Orc Sorcerer. Just does a tiny amount of fire damage to everyone, but defeated monsters come back as a skeleton warrior. You don't seem very good to me. Like, this... Maybe this could be good, because it can do targeted damage. And maybe you'd, like, maybe he'd become really good if I upgrade him through the trainer. Crystal Skull is just a passive effect overall, but I'm going Skeleton Lord. Come on. Fricus and Pierre are both sad. Hey, Pierre, Fricus, you both get a break. Let's see how much it costs to... It costs 400 to train Nugdak, Skeleton Lord. Right, okay. And that will only upgrade the front attack, though he does get good stats. Henry, you upgrading gets the back attack up. Scamander gets more to the AoE. Both of Sphenoid's attacks improve. Or I just save my gold, and maybe I can get to upgrade Nugdak. I don't remember what the upcoming events were. I'll save my gold. I'm doing alright. Seminar. An outing amongst colleagues is always a joy. We are only not human. There's that, or there's plundering. What's the course? Opportunity to send one of your employees to an intensive training course. Let's see what the seminar is. The Monstrous Resources Management feels that your employees are at the end of their rope. As such, she is suggesting you different activities to stimulate them. So we can increase their speed at the cost of blood and tears for 15 weeks. All available employees can get an extra of morale for 15 blood. Or for 15 weeks, we can get 20% extra resistances. Let's go for the morning jogging. And then let's see what the course is. Guag can go away for 8 weeks to gain 2 levels. That's all my gold, though. That's all my gold, Guag. Hmm. No. There is a trainer coming up. I would need another 150 gold. Doing the veterans guarantees the 150 to get me to the 400 that I need for the trainer to upgrade the Skeleton Lord. Yeah, alright. Let's do it. Hang on. Do I want to do it without either Frickus or Pierre? Pierre I definitely want to rest, because if he loses 2 morale, he's out for a long time. Frickus could take 1 beating and be alright. And then in the front room... I mean, it's probably going to be these 3, Bohawk, Nugdak, Scamander. But just in case... I guess Kagilu can go up front as well. Veterans, give me your gold! Even if my master has to take some damage here, it'll be worth it. Morale losses reduced by 50%. Ooh, okay. You need to be killed then. So ice to the front, ice to the slowest, can't be affected by bleeding, fire to the front, and ice to the lowest ice resistance at the start. So ice and fire to the front, ice to the slowest, and okay, front, you're weak to fire. You're also fairly weak to air. You're pretty resistant to fire and ice, so you won't be doing a bunch. Screw it. You go at the back, you go in the middle. I don't even know what that is. That's something. Sure, Rallying Horn for the next fight to be buffed up. Brugo... Well, hang on. Ice, ice, and fire. You're pretty weak to fire, but the fire is to the front. You apply Terrified if you're attacked while you're at the front. And nobody attacks the back line. You can apply Ice Weakness, but you're the only one that's doing Ice. Frickus, back line. Henry, middle. Brugo. Brugo is just here to get beaten up. And then... I feel like I'm going to mostly be doing damage, so Circular Saw.
Prepare to die.
I'm not sure how well this is actually going to go, but we'll see. Oh, Kane's finger, Abel's finger. Air to the front, ice to the back. I think we want to try and nuke the front, because everyone else attacks the front. Flames of Wrath. Your armor is already negative. We don't really need to apply broken armor. Go for the stun. Hell yeah. And damage dealt is increased by 100% because his armor is negative.
I'm committed.
Just keep trying to kill that front guy. If we can get through one, then this will be a... Okay. This fight has been worth it. Then... I don't know if it really matters at this point. Sure. I guess we might be able to just burst through this frontline guy and get some damage in. It will heal before... it will heal if the backline one dies, so maybe we can target it down.
I'm committed.
It is gone, and just keep smacking them.
I'm committed.
Oh, of course, the Skeleton Lord isn't going to get any of its passive bonuses, because it wasn't at the front or the back. I'm an idiot. Ooh, select a disaster. Stalactites fall, and all of them take 15 damage and gain 3 frostbite. Snowballs, 25 ice damage, easy target, so they take more damage from traps. Or Blizzard, 15 ice damage, slowed 3. I think I want to slow them, so that my next group of monsters can get more damage in. Yep, just kill that one. That goblin in the trap, his entire job is just to sit there, be fat, and blow a horn. They're going to be demoralized in a moment. Sure, just burn them. Ice damage, morale damage, frostbite, morale damage and demoralize. Sure. Let's make this one run away. Let them live to tell the tale. Scream. Ooh. And fireball sends them running. Oil Cauldron, 20 fire damage, fire weakness. Ballista, 15 physical damage, broken armor. That's to all of them. Monstrous Altar, 40 morale, demoralized 3. Only to the backline though. I'll take the Ballista. Some people are sad, but that's fine. Go to the trainer. It is time for Nugdak to become more powerful. Applies 1 random penalty at level 3. Okay, sure. I now have no money. Except I have 69 gold. 69. I don't think there's really anyone I want to sell. Scamander needs to rest. Frickus needs to rest. They can both afford to rest at this point. I need a middle liner. All 3 of these are frontliners. You. Pierre can go and be the middle liner there. So I don't really want to sell any of my units let's have an event. Lost Adventurer. While wandering around in the corridors this morning, you come face to face with a human. He seems as surprised as you are. What are you going to do? Could kill him, scare him, or capture him for a lot of gold. A business trip? Or plunder? Sure, I'll go for a business trip. Monsters placed in a group containing only skeletons gain 15 to all resistances and 30 to armor. That's pretty impressive. But I'd have to do like Nugdak Pierre Henry. That's while Frickus is out of action. And I'd be losing Bohawk for 18 weeks. Brugo I can afford to lose for 8 weeks. Because this would be powerful, but I don't think I can afford to lose Bohawk when I have noticed the next battle has to be a champion one. Brugo is going. Event. Lose Stuzbars for 200 gold. You know what, sure. I have no need for Stuzbars. Even though the gold will serve me no purpose either. Let's see. Fire to the front. Air to the back. Air to the front. So fire and air to the front, air to the back. Bohawk, front line. Nugdak, back line. Pierre, middle. We'll see how that goes. Actually, let's work out. We'll be doing a lot of damage. Though of course, I want the rallying horn. Because it's just going to buff up my units here. And then I only have 3 units here, so I guess they're going to be placed fire and air to the front. You're very weak to fire. Well, Henry, front. Sphenoid, middle, Higilu, back. Because you're going to tank the backline attacks from the... whatever the hell that word is. Imajahan? And then... Ballista for 15 damage and Broken Armor 3, or Circular Sword for 30 damage and Bleeding 2. I'll go Circular Sword.
Come get some!
This one may get through to my master. Flame Shield. Reflects 35% of damage taken as fire damage. No fun! Do I just want to do a bunch to the front line? Yeah. Kane's Finger, blast that front line. Ouch. Ouch. That's a lot of damage. Bohawk is weak to fire. Please stop him. Hell yeah! More pheromones. Kane's Finger is the front one. Mohawk is gone. This is unfortunate news. Okay, you're absolutely going down when you hit this guy. But it will turn into another random skeleton. Duta! Okay, 52 to the front line or 52 to the back line, and air weakness. Now, I don't think the Duta is going to survive. No. It would have been real funny if I'd managed to actually get a turn where he was the only one left. Wow, you have some real fire resistance, huh? Okay, just show me mercy. More rage to my enemy and my units. We only have direct attacks to the back line here, which is unfortunate. That's a lot of damage. We haven't really done morale of any sort to them. So I guess damage to the back line is all this one's doing. Henry's about to be dead, of course. Toxic Bobby. Freezing Breath. So we're not going to have killed any of them by the time they get to the Master. Oh, the Circular Saw might kill. Maybe. Yes, he will have less than 30 health, but he does have physical. He's still alive! Will he die to the bleed?
My dinner!
I don't know. 5 health, he's losing 10. Okay, so this one is dead. There's no point in attacking him. Alright, just smack all of them.
One more corpse to decorate my home!
Ouch. That deals a lot of damage, and it applies tiredness. How rude. And broken arm. Whiplash does 64 physical damage. Heals me some if the target is bleeding. This does 19 air to all of them. This one has a lot of air resistance. Morale. He's got 307 morale. Screw it, keep whipping and applying bleed. When I need some healing, I'll switch over to the other one. It just hits the front line, but I want to weaken both of them with a bunch of bleed.
Do you want some more?
Yeah, because even if I'm doing only small amounts of actual damage, the bleed is huge. I can go another round where I keep stacking the bleed up.
Do you want some more?
Kind of wish I'd let that other group, the second group of monsters, just do backline damage. Because this guy probably would have been dead to the bleed by now. Ouch. I am taking lots of damage, but you're dead to bleed. 45, 61, you're not quite dead to bleed. Smack him some more. Yes! Okay.
Little discipline never hurt anyone. A lot of discipline helps everyone. Our priests have started opening demonic portals to soften up the humans a bit. I'm counting on you to give them the welcome they deserve.
Ooh, okay.
Ah, my work here is done.
We killed 17 heroes and we terrified 10. We collected a lot of blood and tears. We never failed to defend a dungeon. That's real nice. I presume if we had failed, we would have immediately lost. Our employees died 29 times. That was actually kind of close at the
I'm
end.
stronger now.
2 level ups, oh yeah.
Torture? It's a passion.
So I've now realised the skeleton dog doesn't like to start isn't huge. I don't know what a vampire is. Training price reduction is big though. Improving intimidation would also be pretty good. I'll put one into here and then one into here so we can reduce training costs some. So, we beat that, we unlocked the Satyr. Seems like a fairly squishy unit that does alright damage to either the back or the front, also does alright morale at the same time. Spreads 2 stacks from all penalties applied to the target to another random hero. Huh. Okay. So that one's good if you're getting debuffs going. Next. Okay, clear the next one and I unlock the Vampire. He's very weak to fire, fairly weak to physical, but they can apply they can do physical damage or air damage to the front. Spreads the stacks of bleeding applied to the target to the hero positioned behind the target. Damage increased by 10% per stack of bleeding applied to the target. So the vampire, you want to apply a lot of bleeding. And then what are these? Eternal and ephemeral. Creatures of the deep. That's a shark. Blobfish man. Endless mode. Complete all missions with this master. Ascension mode. And then mission 2, 3, 4, and 5. Huh? So you can go back and replay missions, which is, I guess, important, because that would let you actually get experience even after you've beaten all the things. Though there's probably Endless and Ascension that you'd rather play after you've done all of these. Why is the archivist getting exclamation marks? Yes, hello, I see things. So the starved things are rare things. So I had Skeleton Lord as a rare minion before. Well, let's go into number 2. And just pump the difficulty right up, because... Oh. Easy, normal. Hard mode doesn't even decrease my gold gains. Sure. Let's have a bunch of gold gains. Yeah, so we've got like an hour left on the stream.
Let's get to work.
So I'm not expecting to live that entire hour. Oh boy! Straight off the bat, there's veterans that have two actual strong units. No. I may want this to be a shorter run where I lose, but I don't want to just kill myself. Let's see. Ice damage and frostbite. Fire damage and burn, only to the back. Nature damage and poison to everyone. Well, you've got a lot of fire resistance, so we're not using the mortar. How's everyone's ice resistance? You do have negative ice resistance, so you'll get 3 frostbite. But everyone, multiple people have negative poison resistance. Jiggle! Jiggle and all. Let's see. So, air to the front, physical to the back, fire to the front. Well, you're the back line to tank the physical damage. And then air to the front, so you're going at the front, you're going in the middle. Now the polar portal. Well, you're weak to... Jesus Christ, you're all pathetic. Air and fire to the front. I guess you've got some resistance to both. You've got physical resistance, and you just sit in the middle and hide.
Fresh meat!
This is the first thing. Like, this battle is the first event to go on. And I'm already not convinced of my chances here. Like, I'm going to win, I think. But I'm going to suffer for it. You just ignore the first attack to hit you, huh? Alright, fine. So hit her so that you can hit all of them. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Persecution. And he gets extra defense because, oh, she doesn't have any debuffs on her anymore. Now she does. Your call. Ouch! Well, this has been horrifying. We have one enemy below half health. And the other two are still in pretty good condition. Ouch. How's your fire resistance? You're weak to fire. Burning Whip. Okay. So that frontline one is probably pretty well out of the combat. Spread 2 stacks of those. Hell yeah, okay. Now everyone has burn and frost on them. Cool. Okay, so the spread effect is pretty good. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be taking away these debuffs and then applying them, or if it would just apply them. You die to status effects. Infection it is. Hurt everyone. Go for the cleaver. We've not really done anything for morale, so we might as well just keep going. You. Spread the bleed. Okay. And I guess it increased the amounts of other debuffs. Wow, look at all those dots. That's just fire damage. I don't know why. Oh. Attacks ricochet to the hero positioned behind the target if the target's armor is positive. Oh, okay. That's a pretty cool passive to have. I think I'm still going to just Infection to stack more poison on you. And more bleed. All the debuffs. Heck yeah! What? Okay, so we've got the Harpy. Air damage to all enemies, haste to monsters in front of the Harpy, air damage to the front enemy and tiredness. The Time Watcher. Air damage to the front enemy, applies slowed, ricochets to the hero positioned behind the target if the target is slower than the Time Watcher. Also, 15 air damage to all enemies, 10% of the target's current morale if the target is slower than the Time Watcher. And the Dark Magus. 18 air damage, 9 morale to everyone, 18 morale and 2 tiredness to everyone. Time Watcher. What is going on with you? Wow, these guys took real hits to their morale. Trainer. Hey, what happens if I upgrade you? Applies haste 2 to all monsters in the dungeon when the Time Watcher is defeated. Cool. All demons of the group gain enhanced resistance at the start of the fight, so this means they're a demon. So these 4 are demons. Front target move that hits for fire damage. Consumes the stacks of burn applied to the target. 6 air damage and 9 morale to everyone. Adds 2 stacks to all penalties applied to the target. That's pretty nice. Your front attack buffs up, you get more health and power. You don't get any faster. Let's see what happens when we power up your front attack. It does more damage and applies burn now. Cool. What do I want to do? I guess the Time Watcher and the Satyr. Also, I kind of want to make sure I've got 3 demons in this one. So, who's a good tanky demon? The Flame Eater? Or the Succubus? Why can't I move you? Oh, can't be moved during a task, okay. So I have to leave first, and now I can move them. Yeah, I'll do this. Stack all the demons in the second room. No need for an alchemist. A strange gentleman in the guise of a toy manufacturer knocks at your door and offers to sell you a range of amusing items. He requests nothing in exchange other than the materials to make them. A strange and troubling force physically prevents you from declining. Minus 60 life if you choose to pay in life points. Okay, so I can give 15 blood. Monsters placed at the front gain 40 speed. I can sacrifice Greekness to get the Horn of Plenty. Or I can lose 60 life to get fire attacks also deal 30% of base damage as morale. Hell yeah! We're doing fire. Event. Okay. Let's see. We are kind of low on morale. Let's give everyone drinks made out of blood. Event again. No, I do not want to sacrifice one of my good units here. Good, no. I don't think I can survive against the veterans. But they do have an artifact. Screw it. Let's go! Time to suffer. Okay, so... Nature to the back, ice to the front, fire to all. Well, Grogmar's going to the front because he can take ice. He's also the only one that can take nature, but that one also applies elemental weakness. Grignus. You go back, Jeagle go middle. Well. Nah, Jeagle go back. Grignus can go in the middle. Okay. You have amazing fire resistance, so the mortar is never being used. Good nature resistance, good nature... Oh my god! You all have amazing nature resistance. Most of you have good ice resistance as well. This is horror time. Okay. Who is going where? So, nature to the back. I guess you can handle that. Ice to the front. I suppose you're the best for that. And all of them are slower than the Time Watcher. But do I want to just go super fire mode? They all have negative armor, so she doesn't get the ricochet.
Prepare to die.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got shuffled anyway, whatever. Just poison the guy. Oh, no. They ignored the first attack, sure. Smack. For basically nothing. Ah. Oh, there goes Grignus. That's a bloody mess. I somehow feel like this fight isn't going to go well. We got one of them down by a quarter of their health. And they healed. Oh dear. Are there even any... Honestly, I don't think any of my spells are really going to make a difference here, so I'm going to show no mercy. Maybe I can achieve something by buffing up my units. They all healed at the start of that combat. Ah, they all heal 10% at the start of each round. Cool. Sure, hit the back line. Applies 2 slowed, and then ricochets, or 23 damage to everyone, and 10% of them roll. Oh. Ooh, ricochet can chain. That's actually pretty nice. Ouch. More ouch. Yes, keep hitting that one with this. Oh, it only spreads to you. How rude. Keep smacking with the ricochet. Feeling a bit better. I think they are getting to the master, but I think I can at least win this battle. Well, not this battle, but the overall dungeon. I should have targeted the front. I'm about to ricochet through wall. Stupid. Ouch. 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 Yep, just get a kill. And the frog just burps on the...
A survivor! Just what I needed to decorate my study!
Whiplash is just going to kill in 2 hits, I'm pretty sure. Yes, there's the kill. Oh boy, okay. So I do get an artifact. Cursed Spirit. Applies burn 3 to all heroes when a demon is defeated. Oh, I've got a fair few demons. Monsters at the front gain speed, liquid nitrogen capsule. Ice damage from monsters' attacks are dealt to the target's fire resistance if it is lower than the ice resistance. Do I even have any ice damage? I mean... I guess I take this, because if I get a chance to get someone who does ice, it'll make them better. Oh, Grignus is burnt out. That's a bad time. Doctor? Oh, I get a free heal. Okay, cool. I've got no money, so the trainer is useless. What can we plunder? 75% chance for a new monster, 100% for a trap upgrade, 25% for an artifact. Let's hope for a new monster. We did. Metros is injured though. This is bad times. And it's just another goblin! Ugh. business trip. Yep, send that goblin away. Get gold. This is going to be a real bad time. I don't have enough monsters. Well... I can upgrade you to upgrade both of your attacks, or upgrade you to upgrade the nature damage. Upgrade the Time Watcher. I didn't pay enough attention to what it did. I think it just increased the numbers. Well, guess I'll die. No shot that I actually win in the champion thing. Like, that would just blast through all of my stuff and then the master as well. You know what? Sure. If I lose, I lose. This is what I get for pumping all the difficulty up. Sure. Grogmar, Jeagle. Lots of physical to the front. Actually, Jeagle would technically be better at the front then. I mean, you're both going to die horribly, no matter what. You've got bad fire resistance. Both of you have bad ice resistance. You know what? Polar Portal. I think I want to focus down the champion. And those two at the first room can only target the front. Sure, Poison Cloud. All of you are horribly weak to... But you can change, so I kind of want you at the back. You're not going to live long anyway with the ice, but whatever. Sure, you go in the middle, you go in the front. We're not going to win this one. I'll be impressed if we can even beat this champion himself. The battle hadn't even started and these two were already very injured, just by these passive skills. Wait, the passive skills didn't even do it. Why were you two injured? Oh no, you actually got to attack. Okay, never mind. You are meaningless here. They don't have anyone, I don't have anyone that can apply poison. Oh boy, 7 damage. He's got 80% physical resistance. Okay. This is going to end very quickly. So very quickly. Sure, intimidation. Whoa. This actually does a lot of morale. 20% of their current morale. Or a lot of air damage to all of them, and slow. I mean, they're already all slower than everyone. Fire or nature? Nature it is. Hoping I can ricochet another attack with this backline one. You killed both of them? I can't quite kill the back one. But this is still better damage than that. And the status effects? Yes! Status effects do get the kill.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
And now the master dies horribly. Let's apply bleeding to start with, so that I can actually get some healing. Or do I just want to keep stacking bleed so that the backline one dies? Also, I just noticed, this barbarian isn't even wearing pants. He's just keeping his hand in front of his crotch, and when he runs, it puts a black box on. Oh my. Wow, I do no damage because it's physical. Okay, just keep stacking that bleed. Okay, Barbarian's going to be out. Now I just need to hope I can get through the champion, which I doubt. I very, very doubt. Okay, bleed is based on how many stacks they have. So I'm going to keep stacking bleed on because I think that's the only way I can do it. He's got 24 health left, he's taking 40 from the bleed. I can heal a little bit, and then he dies. Holy hell, I actually made it. Oh, okay. Mouth shutter. This is a trap, I think. Minus 30 morale applies force silence. Heroes can't use skills. Or the Infernal Guardian. 60 fire damage to the central enemy. Applies fire weakness 2. The attack ricochets once to another random hero if the target's fire resistance is negative. I kinda need monsters right now. That's the only way I have any shot. Because everyone is burnt out. Everyone is burnt out. I have 3 troops. Okay. I kinda need to go to the trainer, I think. Could just up the nature damage that the succubus does. Or I make my rare unit even tougher. I should have actually paid attention to what the next upgrades for him were, just out of curiosity. Yes, give everyone some morale, please. Only the ones that were here, in action got it. I guess the therapist is only going to be able to help these 3 as well. Maybe not, maybe he can bring someone back. Nope. Sure. Trap, monster, or trap? I need a monster. Everyone's going in the back room. That way we can have both traps go off and then everyone fights. Again, amazing fire defense at the back. The mortar is a useless trap. They've got fairly weak ice resistance. Doesn't really matter what order I do things. Oh, the last trap is only going to be before the boss. Okay, sure. Nature to the front, air to the back, fire to the back. Nature to the front, air and fire to the back, and succubus in the middle.
Fresh meat!
Well, let's see. I get to bring about a disaster. 20 physical damage and bleeding 3. Minus 20 morale and demoralized. 30 fire damage and fire weakness 4. Sure! Give them all fire weakness. Fire, ice, and poison events. There's a goblin just cleaning if there are no monsters present. This does a lot of damage, or show no mercy. Show no mercy. Ouch. How rude. Oh, you have negative armor, so we don't get to ricochet. Let's see. 20%, 30%. They're both weak to fire. Fire. Smack up that front line. The thug only has one arm for some reason. Incinerate! He had positive fire resistance. That sucks. We didn't get to ricochet it. Infernal Kiss again. He lives! We get to do the ricochet. Heck yeah. Now he's gone. You have worse nature resistance. But it's 41 to 28. Yeah. They're not going to get you your morale down. I'm just going to stab this one. Succubus does have pretty damn good fire resistance. Is his fire resistance going up? I think it might be. Fire weakness might be going down. Still got 3. And now it's 2. But it still only has... Oh! Weakness is a flat amount. But so it stays as is until it ticks down to 0. Cool. We aren't dead yet! Oh boy. Psycho Imps. Area attack for physical, frontline morale damage. Ricochets to the hero position behind if the target's morale is under 50%. Abyssal Warrior. Decent tank except for nature and air. Can deal either fire or ice to the front line. Sure. That's pretty interesting. Greekness is back. Woo. Let's go to the engineer. Let's upgrade something. Not you. 15 more ice damage. That's the only change. 20 more nature damage. Sure. Plunder. Costs 100 gold. And all 3 of them are out of action for 2 weeks. But I guaranteed get a monster. I don't have 100 gold. Sure. Plunder that one. I only got gold. Nothing else happened. I'll work it out. Sure, give me 10 armor. And let me lift weights. I probably should have taken the regeneration, considering the master is very injured. I don't want another goblin. I mean, I kind of need more units. 10 tiers isn't going to give me anything. I need the units. Margaret, the Abyssal Warrior. I find something really funny about the Abyssal Warrior's name just being Margaret. This is probably the best setup I can have for units. Okay. Give me a master bonus. Let my master become stronger. Because I'm going to need it. For once, someone that isn't super resistant to fire at the back. Damage and morale taken from traps is reduced by 50%. Okay. Sure, we go for poison at the start. You have very high poison resistance and ice resistance. Cool. Okay. Ice to the front, air to the front, air to the back. Whoop. Now I'll put the mortar in. And then... So ice and air to the front, air to the back. I've got nobody who can really tank both. This guy has real good nature resistance, but... You know what? Margaret can go in the front, Phalaris in the middle.
Prepare to die!
How far can we live? Yep, just stab this guy with poison. Rely on the dots. More poison. Why do you have 0 health? Okay. Oh, there we go. That's 2 down. And here goes 3. These guys deal a lot of damage. The mortar did nothing. Show no mercy, I guess. We're about to suffer horribly. Oh, and he's got negative armor. Damn you. he's weaker to fire. Ruining my succubus. Do I want to apply 2 burn to everyone? I think I'd rather just do well, oof. Why are you have why is it always 3? We've had multiple enemies survive with 3 morale, and now this one with 3 health. Why did you have to be alive and block the succubus's attack? It would have been so nice if I could have actually gotten a ricochet through. I don't even know if she'll get to make another attack now. She does! Hallelujah. Everyone burns. Both of you are very weak to fire, huh? Okay. Burn it is. Two down. Incinerate. And we're already burning. So the infection would cause more dot damage. But the fire just does more damage. Ah, screw it. Stack dots. Oh, poison is based on the number of stacks it has, huh? Well, you're dead anyway. Improve the Burning Whip spell to deal more damage and apply more burn. Improve the challenge attack to do more morale damage, or just get better regeneration. Better regeneration. I need him healthy. I have some gold, but there is another trainer coming up. Heal the master. But what is a sanctuary? Inadequate resources, so I'm not going to choose it. Ceremony as gloomy as it should, just to make the adventurer's life worse. Interesting. Head for the trainer. Phalaris could make the nature better. Apply Frostbite 1 to all heroes when a monster of the group is defeated. Your attacks both get better. Let's train Phalaris. Okay, the damage went up a little and the poison stacks went up. And then both of them upgrade next. Cool. We have no money for a merchant, so we go event. Oh, come on. I would like to recruit a second rare demon, but I don't have that much money. And I don't think I really have enough leeway to sell anyone either. Yeah. Okay. Not going to sell anyone. I don't think I want the therapist, because my morale is alright at the moment. More event. Do you have a moment to spare to talk about our Lord and Tormentor, Golthor the Destroyer? If I refuse, they will cry. If I kill them, I get their blood, and if I accept, everyone's morale improves. Give me your tears. Wow, this gives like no gold, but it does give an artifact. Do I go for it? Why does this keep having an exclamation mark? Is it because I've got people that aren't in the thing? Do I... It also has a disaster to help me. Sure. Let's see how it goes. We're almost at the end of the stream time, so even if I lose horribly, it's fine. Immune to the Master's spells, that's unfortunate. Nature damage to everyone. Nature damage to the back. Fire damage to the back. Why do you have 0 health? What is this? Why do both of you have 0 health? Doesn't even matter, we're just going with this setup. You've got good fire resistance, so the mortar isn't happening. Jesus Christ, the nature resistances. Okay, polar portal, I guess. And then... So it's all nature and then nature back, fire back. Damn, these two are fast as well, so there's time. The Time Watcher doesn't get any benefits. Whoa. I'm going to have a horrible time.
Fresh meat!
Okay. He's apparently got 90 health, but his bar is empty. Let's just poison the hell out of this front line. Oh, now we get to see this happen. Hey, he actually gets to attack. And now he's gone. But we have actually stacked a fair bit of damage on this front guy. Like, that's a lot of damage that's going to hit him. Sure, my guys are all down. He's gotten a bit of a heal, but he is going to be very poisoned. Why did he only take 9? Oh, poison is affected by nature resistance. Okay. Well, that sucks. Right, he's immune to spells, so I guess Show No Mercy is the only thing of any value here. Physical damage, frostbite 3, 25 ice, easy target. I guess we slow them. I don't have the Time Watcher, so the slow might still help some. Confusion. Spread the stacks of those debuffs. Burn. Okay. Yep, either way, it kills one guy, the second one applies damage to the second one. I guess I could have actually applied burn to both of these two if I'd used it. Whatever. Let's stack up some poison. Ouch. Ooh. That succubus has a real bad time. Oh, you weren't below half health, so the burn didn't apply. Lovely. Keep building stacks of stuff. Oh, and you're gone. Now you're below half health, right? Yes, okay. Apply burn to... yeah, apply burn. That is very bright. Ouch.
Congrats! You've come right on time to your funeral!
Time for me to... Well, I guess I will actually win this fight. It's just going to be a painful one. Half of my time is just spent watching status effects do damage.
One more corpse to decorate my home!
I'll get a bit of help. I think I healed for 3 there. Applies Terrified to all heroes when a demon is defeated. Ooh. Horn of Plenty, Transmutation Circle. Monsters placed at the front deal 2% additional damage per missing life percent. Ah, cool, I'll take that. Demonic Pendant does work because I've got a bunch of demons, but I'm not really doing any morale stuff. I don't have the leeway for it. Okay, we've got a couple of people that are out of action. This is fine. We've got no gold, so the merchant and the trainer are both bad options. 2 of your employees have been caught red-handed, brawling like 2 elves for a hairbrush. Will you be tough and suspend them for 5 weeks, or threaten them with a pay cut to be sure it won't happen again? You could always buy them a second hairbrush. No, I can't. Sure, I'll give them a sanction. It's going to be a very bad time for me in the future. But at least I've got enough troops to stock the ranks. Ooh. You placed a bet on a boar racing game during lunch break. The one you chose finished first, and you won the jackpot. You could also use your winnings to throw a party for your employees. Nope, give me that money. We've got a trainer and an engineer coming up. I don't think I care about my traps in this run. So I go for the trainer. More fire damage? More area damage and better haste when the Watcher dies? Just upgrade menu. Better fire damage. And if I upgrade again, maybe it will apply ricochet multiple times. I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to do that though. Let's go for another master bonus. The master is the only benefit that we've got, really. I'll keep going until the end of this run, but I don't know how long it will actually last. Okay. Air to the front, ice to the front, air to the back. Wow, okay. We're going to have a bad time. How's your fire resistance? Only 10%. Everyone has good. Okay, so 2 have good ice resistance. 2 have bad nature resistance. So I think the mortar and the poison cloud are going to be the ones I use. Poison cloud first. Okay, so air to the front, ice to the front, air to the back. Wow, demons. All demons is a bad time when they start having ice. I guess you're the tankiest. You've got better air resistance.
Come get some!
Well, this one may be a bit painful, but it will actually probably be a win here. Let's see. Physical damage and 3 bleed. 20 morale and 3 demoralize. 30 fire damage and fire weakness. The fire weakness will wear off before they actually get to anything that does fire. Well, the wick would do fire, but still. Honestly, probably still going to run out of fire weakness before they get... Well, they may kill all my units before we get to the 4th round. Poison. Stack all the poison. It's my only hope. One down. The goblins are very much gone. Ouch. And death. Goodbye, Jiggle. Get a bit more poison in there. We've made the middle guy burn his skill that removes all debuffs. So they don't have the fire weakness anymore. That's unfortunate. Enrage! Smack them all and slow them down. Which unfortunately does mean this flame eater is building up more slow instead of more poison. Ouch. All of you will suffer and die. Well. dash. Damage goes up. Increase the power by 8. Or make Show No Mercy 4 stacks, which means even more damage. I don't really care about traps. Sure, business trip. Yeah, get me a bunch of gold. And I don't think... Yeah, I cannot really afford to send anyone else on a business trip, so let's just take an event. 30 gold to get the skeleton Margaret. Or Majorette. I'm pretty sure this guy just buffs skeletons, doesn't he? I'll take him anyway. I need the numbers. Trainer! Oh no, it does damage and fire damage. Okay. Could make his attack ricochet more. Could buff up both of her attacks. Oh, Margaret is very dishappy. Unfortunately for you, Mark. Well, no. Oh, I can't move them while I'm in an event. Right. Let's see. I kinda just want to buff up the rare guy. Ricochet more. Sure. Can't even select menu to see what the effect was. Oh! Okay, it just ricochets to both other enemies. Cool. I don't have the resources to work out. I could probably do with the therapist, though. Thank you. Oh boy, a champion. Guess I'll die. Here we go. Let's see. How badly will I get horribly destroyed? Ignores the first attack. Nature to back, fire to wall, randomly moves everyone, okay. Applies 2 burn to monsters who deal damage to the Pyromancer. The attack regenerates 10% of the Pyromancer's maximum life if the target is affected by burn. Wow, that sucks. What does vulnerable do? Damage taken increased by 30%. Back, area, back. Okay. Nature, fire, fire. I actually want you in here to apply vulnerable to that backline. But applying vulnerable to the backline doesn't really matter. And, oh, they've got terrible physical resistance. Sure. They've got amazing fire resistance. Who would have guessed? Mortar is useless. So is the poison frog. Okay, so it's nature fire. I guess you're the back line. You're the front line because I want you to live the longest. I guess I just stack a bunch of poison with the succubus. And more poison.
Prepare to die.
This isn't going to work. Oh right, I saw the shuffle and immediately forgot about it. Yeah, this guy's going to... No, he is going to get one turn before he dies. Anyway. Get rid of that buff. Damn, that actually does damage. And now he's gone. Wish that Margarette would have been not at the back. Would have been nice if they could have had 2 attacks. Burning Whip is meaningless, as is the morale hit. Show me Rousey. Guys, you're all slower than the Watcher. Fire resistances. You've got negative armor. All of you have negative armor. Oh, I should have paid attention to that when I chose the succubus. Well, succubus. Incinerate! Wow, this guy has a lot of... Okay, this guy is not getting into negative fire resistance. I am glad I have the Time Watcher. Because all my other units are just countered by this build. More incineration. Okay, one down. Probably 2 down. There's only the champion left. And the Time Watcher actually does good damage. So the Succubus is actually a real good tank against this guy. He does heal himself a fair bit, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. I can't believe I got through that. Okay. Miraculous Pill. Monsters placed at the back perform an additional attack, but lose 20 speed and start fights with minus 50% of their maximum life. Wow, okay. Juboko. It's also a demon. It's a tree of some sort, I guess. Only area attacks, nature and demoralized or air damage and morale damage, increased by 100% if the target is affected by demoralized. Attacks apply tiredness per 25% morale missing. It's all about morale. We don't do morale. And you're about skeletons. I don't do skeletons. I guess I take the miraculous... Well, backline enemy backline units losing half of their life and 20 speed. Ah, screw it. Hey, Mech. Yeah, I am still going. I want to finish this run, whether I win or lose.
Good work. We'd like to offer you a promotion.
Oh, a promotion. We are delighted to offer you the services of one of these interns who will have their own room in the dungeon. We get to have a mini-boss in our dungeon. So, there is the Mermaid Matriarch, who does physical to the back line and bleeding, nature and morale damage to everyone, and demoralized. Attacks deal 50% additional damage per we aren't doing morale. Physical to the front, nature to the back, fire to everyone. Or Father of the Damned. Ice to everyone, morale damage. Air and morale damage. And raged for each... Okay, I guess we're going for the Colossal Hydra because the other two are all about morale. Okay, let's quickly check on our units. Jeagle needs to rest. Greekness needs to rest. These three can probably handle themselves. Go to the trainer. Mainu can't be upgraded any further. Phalaris is real good. Upgrading her would be nice. Yeah, let's bring Phalaris up to max. And we'll bring you up to max, sure, why not? Yep, and those are just good numbers. Yeah, okay. I'm out of gold, so we go for event. Ooh. Shalcodon, my giant lad, didn't seem well this morning. One of her heads one of her heads hiccuped, then vomited a skeleton. No one knows who it was during its lifetime, nor for how long it had been in the Hydra's belly. Skeleton Trumpeteer. It's level 2 by default. Okay. You get a level 2 Duta. More event. The board has declared that due to a great financial period, the company can allocate you extra resources in the form of a trap, a recruit, or cold hard cash. A level 2 gargoyle, huh? Sure, I'll take a level 2 gargoyle. What's a gargoyle do? Air damage. And demoralized. Right. Okay. Business trip. Who are we sending? Monsters placed at the front lose 50 speed? I don't think I want that. "5 weeks, I get 98 gold. We could send a Duta for a bunch of gold and tears. Let's do that. Bunch of gold and a master bonus or an artifact. Nah, we go for the hardest one. Hello, you're at maximum morale. Off we go, time to lose. I probably should have put the low morale demon into the rest. What are you? Enraged when another hero is defeated. Physical damage to the front. Air damage to everyone. Fire damage to the back. Well, to start with, traps. Good fire resistance at the back, who would have thought? Mortar is always useless. Everyone has bad physical and ice resistance. Cool. We want the back line to be someone that is okay with being slow. Okay, physical front, air everywhere, fire back. Well, you're my best for physical. Why is the gargoyle weak to fire? Sure, Adam can go at the back and Bentley in the middle. And then, okay, physical, front, fire, back. You have the amazing fire resistance. You have good physical resistance. You know what? Valaris can go at the back. We don't want Manu, I think, because they've got a bunch of good fire resistance. Syazel in the middle. They're all fairly... Oh, you're faster. Damn. And then at the front... Margaret's just going to die anyway, even with that resistance. She'll take a hit from each of these and die. At least Manu takes more than one. And then the poison cloud.
Ah, fresh meat!
Okay. Oh, you're... Okay, first trap does nothing to you. That's fine. Everyone heals health. Yep, everyone, all of them heal 10%. Wow, I haven't even had a turn and 2 of my units are gone. Cool. Okay. I'm not getting another turn. Wow. That sucked. I guess I should have considered that they'd just deal damage to everyone and be real fast. Enrage everyone. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, fire to everyone. Nature to the back. Physical to... You have amazing physical resistance. Sure, just nature to the back, whatever. It's all you're going to be able to achieve. Let's see if you can get a couple of good hits in before you die. We got 2 attacks in. Cool. Oh right, you lose half your health units back. Cool. Ouch. Well. Well, we get one chance to attack. At least we have applied a lot of poison. And now the Cyclops is gone. She was my biggest player here, I think. Just keep hitting them, I guess. And keep slowing them down. With her slow, she is slower than the time I'm watching. So that's nice. Okay. Actually, we're not in a horrible situation. Sure, apply bleeding. Bleeding is a valuable stack to build up before the boss.
Great! A survivor! Just what I needed to decorate my
What do you mean the butcher is hunting me now, Mick? I am the butcher. One of my this here is me, and one of my lines is fresh meat. I have become the butcher. Ow, that's a lot of pain. Stack more bleed on him.
Do you want some more?
Victory! Demonic Pendant. I'm not doing morale stuff. Unholy Shroud. I'm not doing morale stuff. Monsters gain enhanced resistance when they use an ice attack, I guess. Motivation? Oh, right, yeah, okay. That's just how everyone's feeling after that battle. Let's go for the trainer. Who do I want to train up? Sure, Metros. Do I want to train anyone else? I guess the goblins aren't bad to train because I do actually use them, and 3 bleed on any attack isn't bad. Plus they train to get even better stabs to the front line. Okay, you need to rest, you need to rest, you need to rest. You don't need to rest. You need to rest. You definitely need to rest. And you can go sit in the back group. Okay, this is fine. Do I have... I don't really have enough to deal with a business trip. Give up the Flame Eater for all of the Master's resistances to go up by 10. Sure. I'm not really using that Flame Eater much. Wonder. Let's hope I can get something. Alright, cool. Another golem? Or gargoyle? Give me another event. Skeleton cult? Sure. Like, this is the last fight. I actually don't need to let people rest. So... why are both of you called Egons? Margaret here. Are you... No, you're doing morale stuff. You two do morale stuff, so I don't care. Sure, this'll work. Well, I'll have one of you here, so there's an option. Final fight! Oh boy, okay. Time to see whether I can actually win when I've pumped the damage and difficulty up.
The marketing team has decided to add a resting area to our dungeons. It seemed essential to find a solution to attract seasoned adventurers more efficiently than the competition.
Right, that sucks. Weak to fire. Okay, so... I think I start with Poison Cloud. Physical to the front, ice to the back, nature to everyone. And randomly moves everyone, cool. You, go stand here, I don't want you winding up at the front. And then 2 goblins. So it's physical to the front, ice to the back, nature to everyone. I guess you're my best for ice resistance, but Margaret is also pretty good for ice resistance. Sure, Margaret can stand at the back. Everyone is slowed, so I do think I want Siazel, but also I really want Phalaris. And you're just a good tank. And then the mortar.
Prepare to die!
Well, let's see if it's actually something I can win here. I could have sworn I put you at the... No, I put you at the front because I don't want you at the front. Right, okay. Shuffling worked out. Do I want to stabby this guy? Not really, I think I want to poison the front one. Much poison. Did I bring the 2 goblins that I didn't level up? Where are the 2 goblins I did level up? This isn't how it was meant to be. I leveled up goblins specifically so that they'd apply bleed and then didn't bring them. Well, I got 1 round of attacks. What's resting going to do? They recover their morale? Okay, sure. Meaningless. Frontliner has a lot of physical defense. Yeah, let's just poison the backline, I guess. Will I get to make 2 attacks, or is it only going to be the 1? And... it's 2. We get a second attack. Attacking that backline actually doesn't mean that much, because they do heal themselves when they attack. Show no mercy. Hello, boys. Everyone is... I think it's infection that I want to use here. Oh, Margaret's gone. Oh, and the succubus is gone. This is bad times. I did forget about the backliner having half health to start with. What? You bring a dead hero back to life as a skeleton warrior? At the start of each turn?
Welcome to my torture room!
That's rude. I'm just gonna make you bleed. Ouch. Lots of ouch. Stack up all the bleed I can. Maybe I'll survive. I think I can survive one more hit.
Do you want some more?
And that lead is not enough. I, at this point, have to whiplash if I'm to have any hope of surviving. I don't think I will survive. Damn! So close.
Yes, you are!
I mean, I wouldn't have survived even if I killed the...
Not to worry. The Lich
boss.
Doctor will bring you back to life. Losing a treasure here and there is allowed for in the annual budget.
Yeah, lovely. And we lost at the final fight after I'd pumped the difficulty up. So I'm pretty happy with how that
Smell of
went.
sweat and blood!
We have achieved level 5,
Torture? It's a passion.
which means we have
is
unlocked the
inevitable.
Enchantress, who does different things, I guess. They have their own talents. But we are very well over time. So, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for being with me today. If you've enjoyed, I have both a Twitter and a Discord, if I could type correctly. Nope, still not right. There we go. So these are places where you can see my announcements when I'm about to go live, what I'm going to be playing, or if there's something which is going to prevent me from streaming. I also have a YouTube channel where my past streams will be uploaded for posterity because Twitch only keeps them for about a week, I think. So, with that said, thank you very much for being with me today. Have a good one.